General Secretary Tô Lâm begins state visit to the Kingdom of Cambodia.
Second round of Russia-Ukraine talks sees new progress.
Bringing Tet closer to trade union members and workers.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news by Nghệ An Press and Broadcasting Agency. I'm Hoàng Yên, and here we go, the first step of the show. On the morning of February 6th, the General Secretary Tô Lâm and the high-level Vietnamese delegation just arrived at Tak Khoi International Airport in Phnom Penh, Kingdom of Cambodia, beginning a state visit to Cambodia at the invitation of King Pret Basamadek Pret Brometh Rodorsom Sihamoni.
General Secretary Tô Lâm visit aims to strengthen exchanges and consolidate the foundation of political trust between Vietnam and Cambodia. This visit also includes important activities, in which General Secretary Tô Lâm will co-chair the high-level meeting between the Politburo of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of Vietnam and the Standing Committee of the Central Committee of the Cambodian People's Party, as well as co-chair the meeting between the three leaders of the three parties, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, and Cambodia. The visit aims to further deepen the traditional friendly relations between the two parties and two countries, thereby creating momentum to bring Vietnam, Cambodia relations to a new height, in accordance with the aspirations of the people of the two countries, and actively contributing to maintaining a peaceful, stable, cooperative, and developing environment in the region.
From February 4th and 5th, representatives from Russia, the United States, and Ukraine just held their second round of trilateral consultation in Abu Dhabi, UAE. This meeting reflects the parties' ongoing efforts to advance a diplomatic solutions to the conflict in Ukraine.
UAE Foreign Minister Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan stated that hosting this second round demonstrates the goodwill and seriousness of all parties involved in seeking a diplomatic resolution. Delegations continued to discuss outstanding issues, including mechanisms for implementing and monitoring a ceasefire, as well as measures to prevent the recurrence of hostilities. The parties agreed to maintain the trilateral consultation framework in the coming weeks. Regarding specific outcomes, Special Envoy Steve Witkoff announced that the parties reached an agreement to exchange 314 prisoners of war, POWs, with Russia and Ukraine each releasing 157 individuals.
On February 6th, senior representatives from the United States and Iran just began their first direct negotiations in Oman. The talks are primarily focused on Iran's nuclear issue.
The U.S.-Iran negotiations commenced at 10 a.m. on February 6th in Muscat, the capital of Oman. The discussions are being held in a direct bilateral format, without intermediaries. The U.S. delegation is led by President Donald Trump's special envoy, Steve Witkoff, while the Iranian negotiating team is headed by Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi. While the exchanges mainly center on Iran's nuclear program, they may also cover the country's ballistic missile program and its support for armed groups within the axis of resistance. In a related development, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan pledged on February 5th to do his utmost to prevent U.S.-Iran tensions from escalating into a regional conflict.
Upcoming are some updates and news.
On the morning of February 6th, the Statistics Department, Ministry of Finance, released the Socioeconomic Report for January 2026. According to the report, export turnover in January 2026 reached 43.19 billion, a 2% decrease compared to the previous month. 9 commodity groups achieved export turnover exceeding $1 billion, accounting for 72.4% of the total. Meanwhile, import turnover in January 2026 reached $44.97 billion, a 0.6% increase from the previous month. Regarding trade markets, the United States remained Vietnam's largest export market, with a turnover of $13.9 billion, while China was the largest import market with a turnover reaching $19 billion.
To best serve travel demands for the year of the Horse Lunar New Year, the Civil Aviation Authority of Vietnam, CAAV, is reviewing and requesting airlines to increase flight frequencies on routes with high booking rates. Additionally, the CAAV is providing maximum support for airlines to supplement their fleets with 19 aircraft during the Tet peak season, raising the total projected operational fleet to approximately 216 to 218 aircrafts. Currently, several routes from Ho Chi Minh City to Hue, Than Hoa, Vinh, Pleiku, Tui Hoa, Quai Nhon, Chu Lai, and Dong Hoi have recorded booking rates exceeding 90%, with some even reaching 100%.
On the afternoon of February 5th, 400 underprivileged cancer patients undergoing treatment at the Nghệ An Oncology Hospital received gifts and cash totaling nearly 700 million VND. These were presented by representatives from various agencies, businesses, organizations, and charitable individuals as part of the Spring of Love 2026 program. An annual initiative by the Nghệ An Oncology Hospital, the Spring of Love program aims to spread the spirit of compassion and mobilize community support to care for disadvantaged cancer patients every Tet holiday.
As the touch of spring begins to weave through every street and home, the atmosphere at industrial parks becomes more vibrant than ever. Beyond the joy of fulfilling the 2025 production targets, there is an even greater sense of excitement and deep emotion among thousands of workers as they receive thoughtful care and support from their employers and trade unions at all levels. More in the story today.
In these final days of the year, the working atmosphere at Everwin Precision Technology Casino Sierra City, V Saip Industrial Park, remains highly intensive. Alongside maintaining steady production, the company and its trade union have taken early steps to launch various activities, ensuring a warm Tet for over 2,000 workers and employees. I chose gift sets of sweets for my loved ones. I am delighted to receive these shopping vouchers for the second time. This program is truly meaningful. The trade union has also proposed that the Provincial Confederation of Labor provide gifts for workers in difficult circumstances. On the company's side, management is visiting employees, providing travel subsidies, and organizing a year-end party for all workers. Along with ensuring salaries and Tet bonuses, a core activity of the local trade union is caring for members in difficult circumstances, ensuring that no one is left behind during the Tet holiday.
All employees will receive a 13th month salary. This year, the company is providing 30 gift sets worth 1 million VND each for workers in difficult circumstances.
This year, approximately 300 gift sets will be presented, worth 300,000 VND each, with additional support for 20 cases in extreme difficulty. With the goal of ensuring that every union member and worker enjoys Tet, the Nghệ An Provincial Confederation of Labor has worked closely with businesses. Key initiatives include the Union Tet Market, Spring 2026, online program, the handover of union shelters, and various other practical support activities.
Up to this point, we have allocated over 4 billion VND to care for approximately 4,000 employees. In addition, we have organized Tet reunion programs, year-end meals, and zero dong flights to bring workers home to celebrate Tet with their families.
Meaningful Tet gifts and heartfelt bus journeys are bringing the spirit of spring to life, ensuring a warmer and more fulfilling holiday for all workers.
the last story to send it our news today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye for now.